Hello. Today we are going to do some questions in coordinate geometry. In first class I explained some question on distance formula, but in this class we are going to solve some different types of questions on the basis of section formula. So section formula everybody's know, that is, for example, here A comma B is any one line segment and A is x1 y1 and B is x2 y2. If any point P lies on AB, it divides the AB into two parts. For example, the ratio of P is m is n. For example, the ratio which dividing AB by P is m is n. Then how to find the coordinates of M? P is m into x2 plus n into x1 by m plus n, comma m into y2 plus n into y1 by m plus n. So this is the formula to find point P where it is dividing AB in the ratio m is to n. So this is the section formula. On the basis of this, today we are going to solve some different types of questions which are very important for 10th class students, particularly for who are facing the standard paper. So on the basis, I selected some questions. So those questions we are going to solve today. So my first question is point A lies on PQ. First, you read the question properly. Afterwards, you go for the solution. So point A lies on line PQ. For example, here PQ is one line. This is PQ. On PQ, one point A is lying. In such a way, PA given is what? Given is PA by PQ is equal to 2 by 5. By this information, we can find the ratio which A dividing PQ. So here PA is 2 parts and enter this PQ is 5 parts. Therefore, AQ should be 3 parts. Therefore, the ratio of A is 2:3. So this is very important. But some students, what they will do, they will take 2:5, but it is not 2:5, it is 2:3. The point lies on the line. This we will think about later. First, we need to find the coordinates of A. If A dividing PQ in the ratio 2:3 and P points are given 6, -4 and Q also is given, that is -4, -1. First, you find the coordinates of A. A coordinates are according to our section formula m into x2 plus n into x1 by m plus n, comma m into y2 plus n into y1 by m plus n. This is the formula to find the coordinates of A where it is dividing PQ in the ratio 2:3. Just you substitute the values m. M is 2 into x2 is -4, plus 3 into x1 is 6 by m plus n, that is 2 plus 3. Next one, 2 into y1 is -1 plus 3 into y2 is -4. Afterwards 2 plus 3. So just I substituted these values in the formula. Then A is equal to 2 into -4 -8. This is 18 -8 plus 18 by 5 and -2 -12 by 5. So this become 10 by 5 and this is -14 by 5. So this is 2. So the point A is 2, -14 by 5. Once you check it. So 2 into -1 is -2, 3 4s are -12. So the ratio 2 into y2 is -1 and 3 into -4, just I wrote, that is -14 by 5. So these are the coordinates of point A. And if you continue the question, A lies on the line. A lies on 3x plus k of y plus 1 is equal to 0. If this point is on that particular line, it wants to satisfy this equation. Just you substitute x value as 2 and y value is -14 by 5. What happened, you see? 3 into 2 plus k of y value is minus 14 by 5 plus 1 is equal to 0. So 3 2s are 6 plus k of this is 5 minus 14 plus 5 is equal to 0. So 6 plus k of this is minus 9 by 5 is equal to 0. So k of minus 9 by 5 is equal to minus 6. K is equal to minus 6 into 5 by minus 9. So this is 3 2s are 3 3s are. Therefore k is equal to 2 into 5 minus 10 by minus 10 by minus 3. So this k value is 10 by. So this is the value of k. While you are doing, first you find the coordinates of A by using the section formula. Afterwards, it is given that A lies on this line equation. So x value, y value, these coordinates of A, where 2 comma minus 14 by 5, A value is 2, sorry, x value is 2 and minus 14 by 5 is the y value. If you substitute those values in the given equation, then it is easy to find the value of k. So I got k is equal to 10 by 3. So this type of pattern questions you will get. So this is one of the important question in coordinate geometry by using section formula. And the second question, we need to go for the second question. So what is second question? Just we'll go for the second question. Second question is, here some questions I selected. The second question is a line AB. A is given as line AB. A is given as 3 comma minus 4 and B is given as 1 comma 2. It is trisected at P and Q. It is trisected at P and Q, and the coordinates of P also is given, that is P comma minus 2, and the coordinates of Q is given is 5 by 3 comma Q. So what are the values of P and Q? The question is, where A and AB is a line segment and PQ are 2 points, they are trisecting the given line segment. Here first we define what is trisecting means. Trisecting means making 3 equal parts. Here P and Q are making 3 equal parts AB. So the ratio of P is, if it is 1 part, then it will be the 2 parts is equal to 1:2, and the ratio of Q is, this is 2 parts and this is 1 part, 2:1. Now by this information you require to find the values of P and Q. For example, if I use the section formula, the coordinates of P is m into x2 plus n into x1 by m plus n, comma m into y2 plus n into y1 by m plus n. So this point is given already P comma minus 2. P comma minus 2. If you substitute according to the given information, P, m, the ratio of P is 1:2, m value will be 1, 1 into 1, 1 into 1 plus 2 into x2 is 3 by 1 plus 2, comma 1 into y1 is y2 is 2 plus 2 into minus 4 by 1 plus 2. This is equal to, is given P comma minus 2. Now P value is 1 into 1, 1, 2 3s are 6, 7 by 3, comma 1 into 2 is 2 minus 8 by 3. So is equal, it is given as P comma minus 2. Now P is 7 by 3 comma minus 6 by 3, that is equal to P comma minus 2. So this is 2's are, so P is 7 by 3 comma minus 2 is equal to P comma minus 2. By comparing these two coordinates, we can say that therefore P is equal to 7 by 3. This is the value of P. In second case, if you take Q, the ratio of Q, you know that is 2:1, but Q coordinates are according to this formula 2 into 1 I mean m into x2 plus n into x1, that is 1 into 3 by 2 plus 1, comma, again 2 into y2, that is 2 into 2 plus 1 into y1, that is 1 into minus 4 by 2 plus 1 is equal to the point coordinates of this q is 5 by 3, comma, q. Now q is 2 ones are 2, 1 3 are 5 by 3, comma, 2 twos are 4 minus 4 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3, comma, q. Now q is 5 by 3, comma, 0 is equal to 5 by 3, comma, q. Now if you compare these 2 points, then directly you can write q is equal to 0. So this is the value of q. Here the important thing is where p comma q are the trisecting the given line segment, then you need to understood that p and q are making 3 equal parts. By that information only the ratio where p is dividing ab is 1:2 and where q is dividing ab is 2:1. By that information already these 2 points are given. When you compare those points to the given points, then you can find the values of p and q. So this is one of the important pattern question by using the section formula. This is my second question. So it is also important. If you practice these type of questions, it is easy in your annual examinations. Next we'll go for the third question. These are all important pattern questions I have selected. These type of pattern questions you will find in your annual exams for both CBSE and state students. So if you practice these type of questions, it is very easy to learn coordinate geometry. In first class, I already given some important questions and depends on the distance formula. These questions are on your section formula. Here my third question is find the ratio in which the point P m comma 6 dividing the join of here A and B is a line segment where the question is given as A is minus 4 comma 3 and B is given that 2 comma 8 and P is dividing the line segment AB and the P point also is given. Here is asking 2 things. What is that? What is the ratio? In what ratio P divides AB? That is the first question. And the second question, find the value of M. So the first question, what ratio P is dividing AB, and the second question is what is the value of M. So if you observe this question properly, he is asking to find the ratio. But when you are asking to find the ratio, don't let the ratio is M:n. It will create some complication. Just you take every ratio we can convert in the form of K:1 or M:1 or L whatever it may be. Something is to 1 we can convert. So let the ratio of P is equal to, you say, as K:1. Now I taken this ratio is K:1. So according to section formula, the P should be m into x2 plus n into x1 by m plus n, comma, m into y2 plus n into y1 by m plus n. So this point is given as m comma 6. This point is given as m comma 6. Now if you substitute those values, m means k into 2, 2k, plus 1 into minus 4, this is minus 4, m plus n, this is k plus 1, comma, next k into 8, 8k, 1 into 3, this is 3 by k plus 1, this is equal, it is given as m comma 6. So here 2 tasks, 2 things you need to find. First one is the ratio, second one is finding the value of m. These coordinates, this point is equals to this point. Just you compare x coordinate to x coordinate and y coordinate to y coordinate, then you will get the values of m and k. So if I compare first this one, y coordinates, then therefore 8k plus 3 by k plus 1 is equal to 6. If you go for the cross multiplication, 8k plus 3 is equal to 6k plus 6 and 8k minus 6k is equal to 6 minus 3. This is 2k is equal to 3, k is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, ratio is equal to 2:3. The first task is completed. I got ratio where P is dividing AB. The ratio of P is 2:3. Now the second task to find the value of M. Just you compare the coordinates of X, that is 2K plus minus 4 by K plus 1 is equal to M. 2 into K value is 3 by 2, just you substitute 3 by 2 plus minus 4 by 3 by 2 plus 1. So this is okay, M. So K is 1, okay. What happened is it 2, this will become minus 1 by, if you go for the LCM 2, 3 plus 2, 5 by 2 is equal to M. Therefore, M is equal to, if you go for the reciprocal, this is minus 2 by 5. So M value is minus 2 by 5. So first, if you compare the X coordinate, directly you will get the value of K. From that, you can say that the ratio is 2:3. If you compare the coordinates of X, then you will get the value of M, that is minus 2 by 5. So like that, we can get the values of ratio and by the value of M. So these type of questions you will get in your exam. So you need to concentrate these type of questions. This is my third question. And if I go for the fourth question, what is my fourth question? Just to concentrate the patterns of the question. Each question is in different pattern. All are depends on section formula only. The previous class, once again I am saying, they are all distance formula and these questions all are on section formula. The next question. In what ratio does the line, here line equation is given, line equation is x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0, x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0, divides the line segment, here A is given as 3 comma minus 1 and B is given as 8 comma 9. What ratio does this line divides the line segment AB is asking. So just you draw one line like this. You say the line equation is x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Then what ratio it is dividing? At what ratio it is dividing is asking. This is very, very important pattern question. So whatever it may be is asking, for example, this line is intersecting AB at point P. So the ratio of P you say as k:1. Already I told you, if you don't know the ratio, you want to take as k:1. So this ratio is k:1. Now the point P is according to section formula m into x2 plus n into x1 by m plus n and m into y2 plus n into y1 by m plus n. This is my section formula. So P, if you substitute the values, k into 8, 8k plus 1 into 3 is 3 by k plus 1 comma k into 9, 9k, 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1 by k plus 1. These are the coordinates of P. So here question is, this P is lies on this line equation. This P is lies on this line equation. So it needs to satisfy this equation. The equation is x minus y is minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus y is equal to 2. So just you put the x value and y value, P is lies on this line equation. Therefore, x is this one and y is this one. If you substitute that, 8k plus 3 by k plus 1 minus 9k minus 1 by k plus 1 is equal to 2. The LCM is k plus 1 and 8k plus 3 minus 9k plus 1 is equal to 2. This is minus k plus 4 by k plus 1 is equal to 2. By cross multiplication, plus 4 is equal to 2k plus 2 and this is minus k. If you bring this side, is minus 2k is equal to 2 minus 4. Minus 3k is equal to minus 2, minus minus cancel, k is equal to 2 by 3. Therefore, the ratio the ratio of P is 2:3. This is very, very important and it will be under 4 marks in coordinate geometry. Once again, I will explain briefly. Here, one line equation is given, that is x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. This line is dividing the line segment AB. So he is asking at what ratio this line is dividing the given line segment. So A coordinates are given and B coordinates are given. Just according to my drawing, this line is intersecting AB at point P. Now I want to find the ratio in which P dividing AB. So for that purpose, let P divides the line segment AB in the ratio case to 1. So just I taken case to 1, just I got P coordinates, these are the P coordinates. But this P lies on this line equation, therefore it wants to satisfy that line equation. Just I put the x value and y value in the given equation. By that I got k value, that is 2:3. Therefore this line dividing the given line segment in the ratio 2:3. This is one of the important pattern question. If you concentrate these type of questions, it is very, very easy for you. These type of questions under 4 marks. The next pattern question, this is also very, very important pattern question. So you need to practice these type of questions for your annual examination purpose. So the next pattern question, just here, the 3 vertices of a parallelogram. This is geometry related question. This is a parallelogram. For example, you say this is A, this is B, and this is C, and this is D. In this parallelogram, the vertices of A is given as 1, minus 2, and B is given as 3, 6, and C is given as 5, 10. And he is asking to find the 4th vertices. This vertices is asking. So it is given is ABCD is a parallelogram. This is very, very interesting. So parallelogram, this is very, very important. The given thing is ABCD is a parallelogram and 3 vertices are given. Is asking to find the 4th vertices. That 4th vertices, I don't know this, I take it as x, y. Now, in a parallelogram, one basic identity is there. The diagonals bisect each other. The diagonals bisect each other. For example, AC is one diagonal and BD is one diagonal. They are intersecting at P means the diagonal bisects each other means P is the midpoint of both diagonals. By that information, we can find the values of x and y. So according to the given, the midpoint of AC should be equals to midpoint of BD. So this is very, very important statement. If you know, according to the properties of parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. Therefore, the midpoint of this diagonal should be equals to the midpoint of this diagonal. Just you put the midpoint formula, that is midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. If you use this midpoint formula, the AC midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2, that is 1 plus 5 by 2, comma, minus 2 plus 10 by 2. This is the midpoint of AC is equal to the midpoint of BD, x1 plus x2, x plus 3 by 2, comma, y plus 6 by 2. So, if you compare x coordinate to x coordinate and y coordinate to y coordinate, therefore x plus 3 by 2 is equal, this is 6 by 2, 2 to cancel, x plus 3 is equal to 6, x is equal to 6 minus 3, therefore x is equal to 3. If you compare the y coordinate, y plus 6 by 2 is equal, this is 8 by 2, 2 to cancel, y plus 6 is equal to 8, y is equal to 8 minus 6, therefore y is equal to 2. I got x value and y value. Therefore, the fourth coordinate D should be 3, 2. 3, the fourth coordinate I got 3, 2. This is also one of the important pattern. Sometimes the variables will be in the different points, but the same concept in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. By that concept only, you can find the variable values in a parallelogram. This type of questions also you will get in your annual exam. Just I will go with the last type of question, that is my 6th type of question. This is also very, very important pattern question. So just you observe these pattern questions in your textbook or in other author books, and you practice more these type of questions. It will helpful for your annual examination. Both I am saying for CBSE and state syllabus students. So this is also very important question. The question is, in what ratio does y-axis divides the line joining the points? Here the question is, here one line is there. The line is, for example, you say as A, this is minus 4 comma 7, and this is B, you say as 3 comma minus 7. 3 comma minus 7. In what ratio does y-axis? This is my Cartesian plane, for example. This we can say as x-axis, this we can say as y-axis. For example, we here, if I take one point on x-axis, means the point should be on x-axis x comma 0. If I take a point on y-axis, that should be 0 comma y. This we know very well. So this line is intersected by a y-axis. For example, this is my x-axis and this is y-axis. So this line is intersected by a y-axis and it is dividing AB in some ratio. So he is asking to find at what ratio does y-axis divides the given line segment. So you take one point P, this P is on y-axis, therefore it's 0 comma y. And the ratio of P is, you say as k is to 1. We don't know the ratio, k is to 1. When you find the ratio, you want to take as k is to 1. So now the coordinates of P is according to formula m into x2 means k into 3, 3k plus n into this one, 1 into minus 4, this will be minus 4 by k plus 1. Next, m into y2, that is minus 7k plus 1 into 7, this is 7 by k plus 1. But the point is 0 comma y. So this is the question. So now first you compare the x coordinate, that is 3k minus 4 by k plus 1 is equal to 0. By cross multiplication, 3k minus 4 is equal to 0. 3k is equal to 4. K is equal to 4 by 3. Therefore, the ratio is 4 is to 3. This is one of the simple question, but if you understood the concept, it is very easy to find the ratio. Sometimes he will ask you what is the point. Point means you require to find the value of y. Now you compare these two, minus 7k plus 7 by k plus 1 is equal to y. Just you put the k value here, minus 7 into k value is 4 by 3 plus 7 by 4 by 3 plus 1 is equal to y. So this is minus 28 by 3 plus 7 by 4 by 3 plus 1 is equal to y. So this is 28, 21. So that is minus 7 by 3. This is 4, 7 by 3 is equal to y. 3, 3 cancel, 7, 7 cancel. Y is equal to minus 1. Therefore, the point on y-axis is 0 comma minus 1. Because I got y value is minus 1. So by this information, we can find the ratio and also the point on y-axis also. Sometimes this line is divided by the x coordinate. Sometimes he will give that the point, this line is divided by the x coordinate. In that case also, what is the ratio and what is the point on x coordinate? The x coordinate means you want to take x comma 0 as the point. Same ratio is k is to 1. Just you find the ratio. After you substitute that k value in the second coordinate, then you will get the value of x. So these pattern questions are very important for 10th class students. All these questions are depends on your section formula only. Section formula is one of the important. If any question comes under by using the section formula means it will be 4 marks question only. Please concentrate all these questions. These 6 patterns I have given for you. Thank you.